Right, well, hi everybody and welcome back to Lundy's Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. As you can see, I'm back out this time. I'm back in my local area, going to my permission woods. I've never been there for well over six months, possibly even twice as long. And yeah, I picked a great day to come out. Some torrential downpours as I was getting in the car, and it's a bit showery now. Obviously I've not been here for a while, so all the footpath I usually walk up along the side of the field's all gone. As you can see, the field's being proper turned over and everything, so I'm not going to do any more recording from here. Looks like the sky's starting to get a bit lighter now in any rate. So yeah, I'm out. I'm wearing my full Jack Pike top and bottoms. First time I've ever wore these, so we'll see how these work, because a bit further up I've got loads of long grass to go through. So I'll see how waterproof these are and if they're worth the money. I'm out in a hammock tonight. Okay, I've got loads of comfy stuff. I've got a brand new bag I bought at the bushcraft meet. It's Camp Bob. It's a snug pack, 50 litre day pack with side pouches. It feels all right. Like, I've absolutely tons of stuff in it. So I'll get myself to camp. Should be there in the next 20 minutes or so, and I'll see you when I get there, unless anything nice happens on the way. Stick around, I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, I've decided the other side of this tree line on the main field on that side was just too dangerous. Like, it was proper up and down, proper ankle breakers like. So I've cut across through a little gap that I knew and a little bridge coming across the stream, and then I've come onto the big massive fields and walking around like. So happy days. So I'm just following the track round, and then I've got a couple of fences to jump over, which aren't too bad. Some cattle in the field like, so Ed the farmer, he's got his cows out like, so just try and keep away from them like. But yeah, it's absolutely scorching hot. I'm sweating my nods off with this waterproof gear, but I'm just getting blasted with dead heavy downpours. So I tell you that, get soaking wet through to the bone or get damp with sweat. So I like walking through long grass and all that as well. It's just going to make my legs uncomfortable, and then obviously the water will transfer onto my socks and then into my boots, and it'll just be a complete nightmare like. But it's only one night, so I should be alright. Right, let's get into camp, check out the lay of the land in the woods, because I've never been here for a good 6 to 10 months, because we've been busy doing other things, setting up a new camp and that. I'm going to start coming back here just for the lastminute.com camps, solo hammocks and things like that, or possibly bring Rooney and his kids and that down. And yeah, so now all I've got to do is I've got to push my way through these nettles and that, and get across this little fence. So 2 seconds. So as you can see, we've got a lot of cattle in this field here. Still a couple of down trees. Skies are starting to get a bit dark again, so I best get myself into the woods and get set up like. Yeah. I'll just stay clear of the cows and that like, try not to hassle them. So, but yeah. Right. I'm glad I made the option of coming on this side of the stream instead of walking up my normal route, because it looked a bit naff like, so I changed it. But yeah, hello matey, mean you no harm, stand clear of the doors please. Yeah, they're all just sitting feeding. Well, they're not sitting, sorry, they're standing feeding, not bothered about me. Yeah, so I don't know if I've already mentioned this like, but I spoke to Ed a few months ago Apparently somebody's been going into the woods like, and they've set up a bit of a like seat area, fire area and that. So if that's still there, then happy days. I'll give it a bash and see what it's like, if it's any good to use for me tonight. But yeah, hopefully the woods are nice and tidy and that's not a load of mess. But I'm just approaching the entrance into the woods now, like, so I'll bring us back in a little bit. Right, well, that's me into the woods now. So I'll just make my way through all these brambles and things. Not that there's much of them to go through, like. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the state of the woods is. It's looking alright so far. Oh, very green down the bottom there. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, I've just seen loads of me wood stashed. It's been there for months and months, probably rotten by now. Yeah, let's have a look around and then we'll decide where we're going to camp for the night. But as you can see, I've got plenty of tree cover. I've just got to go around and check the trees next to where I'm going to sleep for the night, making sure they're safe. But I want to have a look down this way, because I think there was a couple of big trees fell down or something. Bit of a tree down there, like, I'm not sure if that's one I dragged up the last time I was here, like. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a little bit darker in here. Oh, there's a football. Have a kick around later. Not a bad football either. Yeah, I'm positive I've seen someone set up a seating area. It looks like it's not here anymore. Nah, must have been somewhere else. Right, I'm going to switch off for now. Happy with the woods, lots of nice tree cover. I can hardly feel any of the rain coming down. It sounds like it's pouring down out there. So, time to find a location. So I'm just going to dump my Bergen, have a look for a decent area, and then get my hammock and that set up. Start collecting firewood, and yeah, chill out for tonight. See you in a bit. Right then, so the rain's starting to come in a bit heavy, but I'm lucky because I've got a reasonable good canopy above us, so I'm only getting little trickles. It's like a very mild shower coming through. So all I do now is locate where I've put my tarp and that, which I think's in this pocket here. Yeah. So inside of here I've got the one wind tarp, and I'm going to go from this tree to that tree over there, put the tarp up and then hammock. So I'm facing that way. I've got the wind coming from the back of the camera down this way, so that should be ideal, like. So the one wind tarp, what it is, it's in a little bag like so. Alright, at either end I've got my ridge line already attached, so basically it's just a case of pulling the end out and then attaching them to the tree and getting them on. So that's happy days, like. So we'll get this set up. Hopefully I've got enough cordage to put the front end up over, so I've got a nice view out of the hammock, the tarp. But right, I'm going to get started. I'll be on a time lapse, see what happens. If it works out, then you'll see it. If not, then you'll see it when I've finished setting up. So I need to get back. Well, as you can see in here, it is torrential out here tonight. And I need to sort my tarp out because I'm getting a pool right on the edge of my tarp. That's one of the things I don't like about this tarp. It's a bit weird. So I think I'm going to have to drop one end. I haven't even got any firewood or anything yet. So it's getting dark already because of the rain. And obviously I'm under a tree canopy. And it is absolutely hammering it down. So I've still got to get firewood and prep a fire. Oh, I've got some deer at the bottom of the woodland. I doubt they'll hear me because of the rain, like. But it is hoying it down. So I think I'll be I might possibly not even have a fire yet. We'll see. I've got a gas stove where it is, so I can easily cook my food on a gas stove. I've brought vegetables, potatoes and a steak. I'd rather cook on an open fire like, but I'm not going out in that rain like. It's just hammering it down like. And I'm under a canopy and it's still coming down heavy on my top. Oh yeah. As you can see, I've got the DD super light hammock with the net and everything. I've had an absolute nightmare putting this up. I started a time lapse, the heavens opened up and I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. We're faffing around doing different angles and things and trying to set a tarp up, trying to set my hammock up. And I've never sorted my hammock out from the last time I used it, which is a schoolboy error, because it was in tangles, knotted, there was elastics disconnected from me D-shackles, everything. But yeah, I'm glad I brought a chair, whereas I wasn't going to, but I'm glad I have, because it looks like I'm just going to be sitting chilling and you know, having a drink and listen to some radio, because if this rains on all night, I'm hammered. I'll be top bound. I wanted to go for a walk around the area and everything later on, like just down the bottom of the stream and all that, but yeah, it's just too goddamn wet. Right, because it's soaking wet out there, there's no point in me going out and getting drenched. Alright, so all I've been doing is just prepping my stuff and all that. I'm going to sit back, relax. I'm going to have my can of Stella, and I've got 2 Jack Daniels. If crunch comes to the crunch, I'll just use a gas stove. It's not cold in any weight, you know what I mean? So I don't really need a fire. I wanted a fire to cook a nice meal on tonight, but I can easily do it on the gas stove. I can easily do me veg and me tatties and all that first, and then do me steak. I've got a small frying pan with us, and I've got a pot with us. But anyway, I'll tell you what, let's get the camera set up and I'll quickly talk you through some of the kit I've got. Alright. Right then, so obviously I'm out in my local woods. I haven't got far to walk, alright. About a quarter of a mile if so. Alright, so I've brought an abundance of kit out. First of all, I've got a new Bergen, which is a 50 litre snug pack Bergen. I bought it at the North East Bushcraft show off a lad. Alright, I didn't know why I bought it, like, to be honest, because I've got that many Bergens, but I thought I'll get one, try it, and if I didn't like it, I might give it to one of yous lot. So anyway, yeah, so obviously my traditional first aid kit with wash kit, alright, and bug spray. I've got my bag of electrics. I brought some extra clothing, just because I was thinking about not sleeping in a sleeping bag and just sleeping in some clothing that I've got, and it's just spare socks and things, just in case, yeah, I got soaking wet. In a dry bag to put this in. This is a Snug Pack 4 litre storage bag with netting on the front. Alright, I've never used them. I've had them for years but never actually used them. I brought a large fire kit out because I wanted to do some like feather sticks and birch bark and fat wood and all that kind of stuff, so I thought I'd bring a decent fire kit out, get that done. But you know what, I think I'm not even going to bother with a fire tonight. It's just too wet and I can't be arsed. Inside here I've got 2 cans of Coke and 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, not actual big bottles, just me little plastic bottles used at Watch the Channel. In here is all like me food, like part of me food, like me breakfast, me brew kit. I've got a small frying pan in here, titanium frying pan, oils and salts and bits and pieces that to use for me meal. My meal itself, all right. So I've brought a bag out. it's probably enough to feed a small village, as Rooney would say. But I've got some small English potatoes, a bit of broccoli, a bit of cauliflower, an onion, a carrot, and some veg stock, salt and pepper. And I think I've got some, what do you call it as well, some steak spice in there. And then for the main part of the meal, I've went and brought Aberdeen Angus ribeye steak, an extra special one from Asda. To cook it in, I've brought me 12 centimetre billy can. I've never had this out for a long time, like, so I thought let's change it up a bit, do something different. So I've got that, and in there I've got me gas bottle, which is a large one, just in case I needed it. I've got a cup here, and inside the cup as well is the actual what do you call it, me stove. I think I'm getting side swept with the rain. I can see it coming over. It's absolutely hammering it down, like. I've got me back of me top facing the direction of the wind, like, but it seems to be just coming around. So, and inside of here, if you watched the Camp Bob video when I went to the bushcraft meet, this is me catapult. I was going to play around with me catapult and everything, just have a bit of practice and things. And yeah, inside of here I've got 2 litres of water. Obviously my water goes on the inside of my Bergen, so what I do is I've got a 1.5 plastic pop bottle full and a small bottle, and I put them in a dry bag just to be extra safe, because obviously it's going on the inner side of my pack. And what happens is I put it about halfway up in my Bergen, up against the back, my back sort of like thing. So obviously at the bottom I've got like my sleeping bag and bits and pieces. So the last thing you want to do is get on site and your water's gone all over your kit. So a decent dry bag, that's where my water goes in. And then obviously I've just bought my chest rig with the normal stuff. There's a video out on that if you're interested. And that's it really, and obviously a chair and a small table. And I've brought 1 can of Stella with us, because I thought, yeah, why not? But anyway, cheers everybody. It's wet out there, I might as well start getting wet on the inside. Happy days. Right, well, looks like the rain's starting to ease off now, just little drizzles, so that's happy days. So I've just been having a little think with me catapult. It's a PPMG, so I'm not great at it, like, but I thought, you know, I'm in my local woods, I'll bring it out with us, have a little plink. So I've got a can up here, and yeah, I've had a couple of shots, like, and a couple of hits. Out of about 6 hits I've had it twice, so that's happy days, like, as you can see. Right, seem to be having problems with the GoPro 9 again, but anyway, yeah, I've been having a little plink on me with me catapult, and I've had a few good hits, like, and a few like quite a few misses, like, but it's all about practice and at different distances. So yeah, but the rain seems to have stopped now. It's getting a little bit darker. I haven't got a clue what time it is. Let's have a little look and see. It should be around about the, oh, it's that's why it's getting darker. It's 20 to 8. So if I want to have a fire tonight, I need to start getting my arse in gear, get some bits and pieces. I've got a fire kit with us and everything, and anyway, so yeah. Next time you see us, I'll either have loads of wood prepped and ready to go, or I'll just be sitting monging underneath my shelter, listening to a radio, eating food. I've sort of like half, like, well, 3/4 of the way cooked me veg, so I'm just letting it cook in its own heat now, and then all I've got to do is heat it up later on rather than just waiting to try and cook everything later when I'm hungry. And then I can just whack the steak on. Once that's sitting and resting, then I can reheat up the veg, and it'll be happy days, like, good to go. But anyway, I think I better start using some lighting, because it is dark in this woods, and I'll make a decision whether or not I'm going to go and do some wood prep. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I'm going to have a fire. I've got a little bit of a fire layer there. I've got some bits and pieces out of a fire kit I'll show you in a second. But this stuff here, look at how dry that is, man. It's bone dry just about. I had this all stashed underneath a holly bush, underneath some big logs, and then loads of foliage on the top of it, and it's kept it nice and dry, and that's been there for months and months. So there's enough wood there to get me through the night. And anyway, oh, my outside light's just gone off. Must be running out already. Oh, flashing lights, flashing lights. Bad camera drills. Right, and anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a fire going in anyway. So let's get this set up. So I've got some little bits of snap wood here. It's a bit damp on the outside. I should have scraped it really. I've got some nice little bits of wood there to put some stuff on. And inside of here, just to help us, because you've seen the rain before and everything is absolutely saturated. Like, I'll turn my light off on there. So inside of here, I've got some bits of packaging. It's just like, what do you call it, hay type stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, I've got the fat wood and everything, but I'm just not going to bother with it. I'm starting to feel a bit warm now because I've had to put my softy on earlier because it's just sitting around doing that, but I've been busy doing stuff, so I'm starting to get warm, so this will be coming off. So I'm just going to get one of them, put it on there like so. I've got my ferro rod that I've never used for donkey's years. So that's probably why. What's it caught there? Happy days. Right, let's put my knife away. Put my ferro rod away. So I've got that there, and what I'm going to do is I've got a bit of wood here just to give us a bit of a barrier, just to lean stuff up against it. Obviously these are all a little bit wet like, so they might not take. But if they do, they do, and if they don't, they don't. I'm shouting and saw something out. As you can see by the smoke there how damp them are. Yeah. But hopefully they'll take, like. I was going to use this straw, but I'm not going to bother, because I think that might be enough there. So the stuff that I've got here is it was a dead bit of tree that was off the ground, and I've just snapped all the stuff off and collect that, like, so hopefully that's going to take. And then I'm just going to add some of the bigger bits on there like so, and hopefully we'll have a bit of a fire going, something to sit and relax underneath. And obviously if I can, I'll probably cook me steak and that over the fire as well. But basically it's just something visual to look at. I think it's going to take, like, I hope so. Right, that's it there, just needed a little bit of air getting into it. Sometimes you can get carried away and put too much stuff on your fire. Obviously when it's damp as well, it'll take a little while for it to burn all that moisture off and then catch. So I can hear little snap, crackle and pops going on, like, so happy days, like. Nice bit of heat. I'll just leave that and let that play out, and I'll bring this back in a bit, like. Right, hi everybody. Right, I've got a steak in next to the fire. I think it's going to start catching the light soon, like, it's that warm. And I've got a grill hanging off it. So what I'm going to do now is just prep me steak. I've got me pan on the fire getting reheated, because everything's cooked in any weight. So let's get me steak sorted. So we've got an Aberdeen Angus ribeye steak here. It's an extra special one from Asda. And then, see, I had plans to cook it all on the what do you call it, the frying pan and that, but I'm just going to try that grill, and if it drops in the fire, then I won't be happy, will I? So anyway, let's get this open. I am absolutely sweating now, sweating buckets I am. Knife. Now my big knife's there, but I don't know where my neck knife is. Is it there? Oh, happy days. Right, I'm just going to slice that plastic. Now I normally take everything out the packaging before I bring it out. So I just have it in a little bag with seasoning already on it. But I forgot to do it that today, so I'm just going to do it like this way. So, and anyway, knife down there. I've got some steak spice here. And I'm just going to sprinkle a load of that on the top. Oh, I've just spilled loads as well, like. I'm going to sprinkle loads of that on there. And obviously what I'll do, oh, too much on one side. Flip it over. Put my steak spice down so I didn't drop it all. And that's it. Happy days. Obviously I'll baby wipe my hands properly because I've been touching meat, raw meat, so I'll baby wipe them, give them a good clean, sterilise them. So what we're going to do now is, I'm just going to put these on pause and I'm going to put it on the grill and hopefully it stays there. Right, so I've got a little grill. I've put a little slot into the actual bit of wood and put it on that way. Hopefully it's going to take the weight of this steak, because this steak weighs a ton, like. And then I'm just going to leave that and let that cook on there nice and slowly. So there you go. I'll just turn this down so you can see it. So basically all I've done is I've cut a little notch in the bit of wood there. I've got the grill hanging off. I've had this for absolutely ages. It comes in two different ones. You get this long one here, then you get a really short one as well, little square type one. I bought them about 2 years ago, but I've never ever used it, like it's just been stuck in the cupboard. And I've got my pot there, which needs to come out of the heat actually. So I'm just going to use this little hook. I'll just take that away from the heat a little bit because I don't want it over boiling. And that should be alright there. So yeah, got the fire going. I went and collected a couple of bigger logs, and what I'm doing is I've got a big massive long log there. And I'm just going to keep on feeding that into the fire, goes all the way along rather than cutting it. And then what I'll do is in the morning I'll just cut a bit off that's burnt, discard of that, and then just leave the rest of it to go for itself, like. But yeah, I just need to move this log over that way, allow a bit of heat to get up, and that's it, like. But yeah, ribeye steak, cook it nice and slowly. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. The moths are going for the light, shining down next to the fire and burning themselves, the bloody idiots. You're going to kill yourself, man. You're going to kill yourself. Move away. Come here. Follow the light. Follow the light. That's it. Follow the light. That's it. Good lad. You're going to end up burning yourself, man. Silly bugger. That cracker's on there. Look at them. There. He's probably burnt his wings now. Cracker. Anyway, up in the sky. Right, so I'm just sitting back, relaxing. Let that cook nice and slowly. And yeah, I don't know why, but it's not because of the fire, because the fire's quite a distance away from us. But I am absolutely red as compared to before, when it was windy and rain. I got bloody cold because I was just sitting here. But yeah, I've just knocked up a Jack Daniels earlier on, so cheers again everyone. My legs are absolutely sweating because I've got my normal trousers underneath these. So I'm leaving the actual combat bottom Jack Pike waterproof bottoms on at the minute and just let them naturally dry. But I should take them off like and just hang them up, to be quite honest like. But yeah, what time is it now? It's 10 to 10. So times are ticking like. But I'm just enjoying, relaxing. I've had to cut about 6 bits of wood and chop 4 bits of wood just to keep the fire going like. So no hassle. So I'll have to go and do a little bit of a replen tomorrow because I'm going to be out an extra night. I've got dry food for tomorrow, but I'm going to keep that for Monday now. I went and bought some of them dry food bags that you buy. It's the big ones, the big super duper ones. I went and got like a what do you call it, like a meal deal type thing where you buy 7 breakfasts and 7 main meals. Because me and Rooney are planning on doing still, even though it's starting to get into winter now, we'll be getting into winter soon, but it's still dead warm. But we're looking at doing a coastal walk in the next month, over a period of 3 days like. So I got them for that, but just in general for them to be there and ready. I've got a good deal on them, 90 quid I think I paid. I know people might say, oh well, 90 quid. The thing is, that's a week's worth of food. You know what I mean? So if you look at it that way, what you spend in the supermarkets these days on food, you know what I mean? I can go in and buy a few odds and ends to get us through a couple of days and I'm spending 40 quid. So spending 90 quid on a breakfast and the main meal for 7 days, I think that's a bargain like. But can you make it cheaper by making your own? Because I've made a lot of meals and put them in the freezer in little food bags, and I think it works out a lot cheaper like. But you've got to try these other ones, haven't you? Yeah, everybody, there we go. There's my dinner for tonight. So I've got a ribeye steak all sliced and diced up with some potato, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots and onions with some vegetable stock. I've got a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt to put on as well. So I'm going to sit back, relax and enjoy that. And I'll tell you what, let's just have a quick taste of this steak. Oh, how. That's so tender. Lovely that. Right, I'm going to get that in my belly before it gets too cold. And I'll see you later on. Well, good morning everybody. Well, it's about 6 o'clock. I've been waking up since about 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up for a pee and I've been on and off since then. So I'm still a bit tired, but I've just noticed the sunrise coming up over the top of the tree there. So I thought, oh, that's nice. It is. But one thing I have noticed, because I've never camped here for so long, the noise, oh my life, planes going off, vehicles in the background, the road noise, just the noise of humanity. What a difference camping here compared to camping in my favourite place, Harwood. Totally different, totally noisy, so many distractions from listening to the wildlife to having cars revving their tits off and planes up and down and helicopters taking off, metros running. What a horrible concrete living area. But I'm out in the woods. But I'm finding it hard to keep my eyes open actually. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and get another hour, and if I do, happy days. If I don't, not the bother. So yeah, see you later.
Right, good morning everybody. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I fell back asleep for a little bit. There's the noise pollution I'm talking about. Planes taking off. I'm not used to that anymore because I haven't camped here for so long. But yeah, this morning I'm just going to have me traditional porridge and a cup of tea. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit chillier in this woods because it's so dense. There's no sunshine getting through. So I feel a bit of a chill on, like, and I haven't got me green fleecy top with us. So yeah, it's a little bit chiller. But anyway, yeah, using a pea bag in a hammock is not fun. If you get the angle wrong, it all goes pear-shaped, and it nearly did last night, but I was lucky I just nipped it in time, like, and but the pea hasn't gone to waste. That's been poured on the fire, because the fire was still glowing a little bit this morning when I got out my scratcher. And yeah, if I need any more peas, I'll put on the fire, and then whatever water I've got left, that'll go on there as well. We'll make sure the fire area is nice and secure and safe and put out before I leave. I'm not going to be hanging around today because I'm off somewhere else, but I need to get some supplies in before I go. So I've got a couple of hours because it's Sunday morning. The shop's turned over at 10 o'clock. So yeah, so it'll be a nice slow pack up, a walk out, and then head off to somewhere else to do a different type of camp altogether. So I've got plenty of kit in my car just for changing things around a bit, and yeah, bring on the next adventure. Right, well, sorry I didn't bring you along. I've just been having a slow pack up, and I've been sitting talking to my grandson on the phone. So Declan, if you're watching, mate, it's nice chatting to your son, and I hope you're well. And yeah, we'll see each other soon, mate. All right. So anyway, that's me all done for this one, all packed up and ready to go. So obviously, that's where I had the fire area, just down here, as you can see. It's all been cleaned up, doused water on it and everything. I didn't get it on camera, like, but it's all been done. Ashes have been spread everywhere, and yeah, it's leave no trace. Apart from that football I found earlier, but that'll just stay there. And anyway, and that's me kit. As you can see, there's a nice dry patch there where my tarp's been hanging over. So I've got my big plastic water bottle in there to take away. I've still got a bottle of water left to swell, like, to drink on the way out and to brush my teeth with, and that off camera. And that's me bits of rubbish there. 2 empty cans of Coke, an empty can of Stella, and a porridge packet. Anything else that could get distributed, like bits of veg and all that was left, I've just binned them, hide them off. What I didn't eat last night, and then the bits I've got left that haven't been cooked are in a bag here. I'm going to use them for another night out tonight. So I just need to find something to go with it. So it's about 9:10 in the morning, so I'm on schedule for wanting to leave here. So I need to go and resupply myself with some foods and then move on to my next location. So if you're interested in seeing what there is, stick around and check it out. It'll be on the next video. Thank you very much everybody for watching. All your comments and subscriptions and the thumbs up and everything, it's really appreciated. All right, so once again, please do give this video a thumbs up, a like, share it if possible, and leave a comment. It helps the channel, and the channel will grow hopefully. All right, so I've got a few different adventures to do this week, so hopefully they'll all pan out, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, take it easy.
That way, you can't stay around here. I've got to take you on my next adventure.